Hi, I am Stewart, and today I'm going to be sharing my personal story about social media. Social media is something that every college student is aware of. They either have a family member or them personally, a friend, you name it, someone has an account or a presence on social media. And personally, throughout high school, I had social media and I loved it. I was on it more than I probably should have been. I should have been doing homework, should have been studying, should have been spending time with my family, being more present in the moment. According to Washington Post, teens spend 1/3 of their day on a form of media, whether it be social media, music, YouTube, any form of media, and on average 9 hours a day. I have been guilty of that at some point throughout my high school and college career. I am sure of that. However, for some people that may not be a big deal, but for me it was. I related to this quote from Theodore Roosevelt, which was, "Comparison is the thief of joy." When I was present on social media, mainly Instagram and Snapchat, I found myself constantly comparing myself to others. I was comparing the amount of likes they were getting, the amount of followers they had, who their friends were, physical appearance, who was commenting, you name it. Just the most toxic and joy-stealing things that I could possibly be thinking of. And it also ties into how much time I was spending on social media. I knew it wasn't healthy for me, and I am sure of that. However, my faith and my relationship with God is something that's very important in my life, and social media was having a huge effect on that. I found myself being more focused on that rather than my relationship with God, and I just found a huge issue with that, but it did take me a while to realize that. It was sophomore year of high school. I had gone to something my church calls beach camp, and I was reflecting on things that I was struggling with and just really what I was going through in life. And I found that social media was a big factor of what I was going through, and it was stealing a lot of joy and stealing a lot of gratitude that I could have been having. I realized I needed to be more thankful for what I had and thankful for how God created me and the things that were in front of me. I have an amazing family. I am blessed with a functioning body and just loving and encouraging people in my life, and I'm so thankful for that. But having social media in my life, I was less thankful, and I wanted more of what other people had rather than really fully taking in and experiencing and being thankful for what I did have. And so I decided that I wanted to delete social media and remove it from my life. I had quite a few friends holding me accountable and walking through this with me, as they had been going through a similar experience as well. And so we deleted social media for 9 months. It wasn't like we had pre-selected an amount of time for how long we wanted to delete it, but that's just how long it ended up being. And during that amount of time where I did not have social media, I found myself being more thankful, being more living in the moment, wanting to go out and do more fun things, and I wasn't really concerned about what other people were doing or how their Instagram or Snapchat life was seeming like fun or perfect, or their highlight reel was great. That wasn't the first thing I would think of when I'd wake up in the morning. That wasn't the first thing I would do on my phone. I wouldn't instantly open my phone and look at social media. Instead, I would well, not every morning if I'm being honest, but more times than not, I was just waking up and saying, thank you, God, for this new day. How can you use me throughout the day? And that just really flipped my world around. And maybe some of you watching this don't believe in God or have a relationship with God, but you do agree with the fact that you do struggle with social media at some times, and especially throughout this season of life we're in now, the screen time has probably gone up tremendously. And I just encourage you guys to take a step back and evaluate how social media is having an effect in your life. And it's something that I am still working on, and I have tried to transform my platform on social media to be more vulnerable and real now that I have it back in my life to a certain extent. I really only use it for my blog page, but yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with you guys today, and thank you for listening.